Shiz Lansky in the building, Larsiny family.
What's up? What's
saying? What's good, my G?
I'm good, man. Just happy to be here as usual. You know, I don't do too much complaining.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. You know what I mean? I can dig it, man. Yo, there been a lot going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just was interviewing ICH. I don't know if you know familiar with them, and I was asking them a whole bunch of controversial questions.
Right.
I had them in here like, yeah. Now I want to ask you because you Larsiny,
Right.
Rough Riders.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Meek Mills Cassidy battle. Because I ain't even gonna call it a beef because I don't want to be one of them dudes that's instigating violence. So beef and battling is two different things. First I want to ask you, Raid or Repo?
You know, of course I'm gonna go with the home team on that one.
Okay.
Like, I mean, for a few different reasons. Like the Repo record to me was more like a song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a song. Like it wasn't no, you know.
Right.
Like I come from the battling era. You know what I'm saying? Like when, you know, everything was just, you know, bar for bar, just straight disrespect. It wasn't about flow and all that.
Straight
like,
disrespect.
You know, you flowing over 85, you know, 85 through 87 tempo beat, no higher than a 90.
Right. And
you just giving bar for bar. So that was like more of like a part. Like I could have danced to that record. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a hot song though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was a hot song.
It was a hot song. The Rage on, man, like that's what, you know, that's what Cass do. That's what he was groomed to do. You know what I'm saying? To make those type of records right there.
Right.
So, yeah.
I go with the Rage on, even though I give it a 7, but I go with it because he hit hard on the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Like
he came at his neck.
Like a lot. For that, I think he was only at like 50 miles per hour on him. I think he'd have pushed it to 120 if he, you know.
I think it's still warming up.
So, like,
yeah, I think it's still. To me, I don't think the battle is at its peak yet. I think it's still warming up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think, I mean, it's just my opinion. You know what I mean? All I can do is state my opinion. But I really think Meek don't want no more of this. I'll be honest with you.
No, it don't even be that. You know how it be? Remember when you was young? And you might not have wanted to fight a nigga. You might have heard he beating niggas the fuck up where he from. Doubt. And niggas is like, yo, this nigga want to rumble you. And you in your mind, you thinking like, man, this nigga, I just seen nigga fuck. You know what I mean? And they like, yo, you gotta fuck this nigga up. And you like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's go. Like, just everybody, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I think that's what's going to happen to me. Niggas going to be like, yo, that Rage on crazy. You gotta answer. You gotta answer.
So is it now the Twitter niggas is fucking with his ego? Is that what's going on now?
The Twitter niggas is coming at him. They fucking with Cass. I'm going to keep it 100.
Yeah, like the unanimous decision
not to be
on
biased.
Twitter. It's Cass right now. You know what I mean?
Cass, he got one up right now.
The blogs. The everything, like, you know, streets
is kind of heavy with him, like
streets.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you said, it's just a song, and when it comes to a battle, like we got to take every element out of it that doesn't belong there, like the cars, the money, all that bullshit got to come out. And when we just talking about rhymes,
we weren't disrespecting the battle rhymes, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what that's about, like.
That is
we used to, you know,
highest disrespect is possible.
I'm used to being in, you know what I'm saying, like situations and battles where, you know, I'm saying the stuff that I'm saying to you, you know, the niggas that's with you was laughing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to belittle you, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's what it's about. So you go hard with them type records. It ain't, you know, you don't slap a nigga, you punch a nigga in the face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Now you was with Rough Riders and y'all came up. Now I know, like back then it wasn't cameras and all that. But is there some legendary battles that you can talk about that people might not know about? You know what I'm saying? That people might not have saw that y'all was in. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Like, I mean, every battle that we did was like, I ain't gonna say legendary because some people just ain't stand up to what we was doing because nobody was ready for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about what was coming out of Philly in '99 and 2000. You know, you had major figures. You had and you had, you know, State Property. Well, you had Siegel at the time. They flows was different. Like, they wasn't going bar for bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they major figures was more so like on a they had lines, but it was like more so flossy. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of rhyme. Like with us, we was just killing you with bar. Our punchlines had punchlines. You know what I'm saying? So when we start moving around, like a lot of people they wasn't ready for it. It wasn't that you was a bad rapper or you just wasn't writing for that. You was writing songs about your girl, and you know you come over to rhyme with us, and we just talking about, You know what I'm saying? Like every bar was just destroying you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when we start making our rounds around New York first, and you know the first legendary block, you know for Rough Riders to go through was like, for us to go through was 125th, and everybody was on 125th.
Yeah.
And nobody was ready. Nobody was ready for me, Cass, and Ike when we went out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we got to name them Philly boys. That's what they called us, because I don't even think we was Larsiny at the time. Like when we first started rocking out there, like, you know, we go up there. So we didn't been through. I mean, before Joe Buttons got on, him and his crew. We went through Mason and Block, McGruff and all them. Harlem.
Some big names
even in campus. Even in camp. You know what I'm saying? Drag, Imp Cross. Everybody got it, man. It wasn't.
Cross.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Cross. I ain't his name in a minute. You know what I mean?
That's my man. I was just with him a couple weeks ago. Him and Swiss. Nobody was ready for that. Like, so everybody kind of pulled back. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all seen like stuff like the Freeway Battle and all that. That just happened to be a camera there.
It was a camera there.
There was thousands of those.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There was artists that you know. You had Stevie G artist Montana, which is my man. Shout out to Montana. Yeah. You know, he was with Timberland at the time.
Okay.
He called me. He want to go. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want to get that Cass, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right. You know, go over to Manhattan Center, set it off. Like, but it was those type of battles like all the time. So that's
right.
what, you know. That's the that was our culture. That's what we was used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think battling is the essence of hip hop. So
it is, but like just being in it for so long and seeing it, it's good for the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the fans, but it's not necessarily good for the artists at the end of the day. From a business sense, like even in you know what I'm saying, like in a corporate on a corporate level, like unless you setting up a fight at a battle at Madison Square Garden and you selling tickets and all that, it's not really beneficial. Like
unless it's a smack battle.
Yeah, unless it's a smack. I mean, even with smack, like is what they're doing with it is limited. Like if you can take it and turn it to a multi-million-dollar business. Like, and cool, but 100,000 here, 100,000 there. Nah, I'd rather do, do my songs, get my publishing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all that, like, you benefit more from there.